Miss Subways was a contest run by the New York Advertising Committee. At the beginning of the contest, a woman would be plucked from anonymity and her face would be broadcast on the subways and buses in front of millions of eyes. Miss Subways could be anyone. It could be you, the average rider, going to work to her secretarial job or to her job as a school teacher. My name is Amy Zimmer, and I wrote the book Meet Miss Subways, New York's Beauty Queens, 1941 to 1976. One poster that really I think is funny is Enid Berkowitz. Her poster ended with a line something like she was getting her BA but would settle for an MRS. So the implication being that, she just wanted to get married. And she did indeed get married, but that really wasn't her goal. She worked for an advertising agency. She went to graduate school. When she was raising her children, she went at night. And then she was an artist and started this all-female arts cooperative. And then after that, she had another life as an executive assistant for someone on Wall Street. Eleanor Nash, who was a Miss Subway in 1961, and her poster proclaimed how good she was with a pistol. But she wanted to be a police officer, but her father was one, and he didn't think that was a job for a woman. So she ended up getting married and living in upstate New York, and then eventually she worked for politicians and ended up becoming a chief of staff for a congressman. Interestingly, she ended up working out a lot, and eventually, when she left that job, she became a personal trainer for the gray-haired set. The faces of Miss Subways reflected the faces of New York. There was a Miss Subways who was African American in 1948, and that is extremely early for a beauty contest. Thelma represented a lot of what the contest stood for. She was studying nursing, she was church-going and smart, and when she was selected Miss Subways, it was a huge deal. It took a long time for the rest of the country to catch up with Miss Subways. It was really progressive for its time. At the end, in 1976, this was a very different time for women and feminism and, a contest called Miss Subways. I think a lot of women felt that it was demeaning, but the other major factor was that New York City was going through a really rough fiscal crisis and the subways weren't being maintained very well. Here you had this contest that was supposed to be this kind of lighthearted, feel-good thing on a subway system that was marred by graffiti. For some women, Miss Subways gave them a boost of confidence that they carried throughout their lives. And so when we contacted them, it was just one more reminder of this brief moment of fame that made them feel good. And it made them feel good again to be the center of attention and to have another platform.